some crazy end-of-the-world type thunderstorms in Cheyenne the other day and also on the road today. I've got people being ass-wagons in front of fire trucks and cutting in front of me. Truck flipped over on a bridge. My airbag explodes from the cab. Lightning and thunder scares the crap out of me. My Garmin apparently is got a northeastern accent. So much more on this episode of
the Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before a live and fuzzy studio audience. Yep, that's Rusty, the world-famous Meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Holy crap, am I getting a lot of rain today. Look at this, what I'm driving through now. Hopefully coming out of this thunderstorm. Today is Friday the 4th. I've been driving through crazy thunderstorms the last couple days. Trying to get ahead of this one. Just coming up on Wall, South Dakota. Wall drug. Oh, hey, maybe that's better. How about that? Still looks kind of dark ahead. I looked at the radar and it's just swirling all around me. It was nasty coming up through Rapid City. I had to stop there and get another cab airbag. Another one blew on me when I was just going onto the scale in Glenrock at Black Hills Lignite. It went a big pop sound. Like, holy crap, what was that? I'm going to try to find the video for that. And of the sound. Jeez, and like I say, crazy thunderstorms. I can say, since T.A. Hudson fixed my water pump, I did have to top it off, what was that, Tuesday night, but I knew I would, because whenever you completely drain the coolant and then put it back in, a lot of air gets back in. So you gotta kind of burp it, baby, burp it. And so I filled it up Tuesday night, then Wednesday drove to the Walmart distribution center, did my delivery, and I double checked and my coolant was staying where it should. And I haven't had to top it since. It's staying right where it had been, which means they fixed the leak. What do you think? It's amazing. So like I say, here I am driving through all this rain, just past Wall, South Dakota. Got about another hour and a half to drive. I'm trying to make it to Vivian, to the Coffee Cup fuel stop. I like to park there. But yeah, so I was, the Wednesday, when I was at the Walmart Distribution Center in Cheyenne talking about thunderstorms, I'm just sitting there, all of a sudden it gets really dark and then just pouring rain. Alright, getting unloaded here at the Walmart Distribution Center in Cheyenne, and this thunderstorm just came right overhead. The skies got real dark and it is coming down like crazy. Of course, they say half-inch hail possible, strong winds. It's kind of crazy town already so far. Look at that, you can't even see far across the lot. That's how dark and gloomy and stormy it is. Gotta love it, baby. Yeah, this is the one that you saw when I was at Cheyenne Distribution Center. This is what it looked like before it came. Someone in Cheyenne took that picture. Yeah, that was pretty insane looking storm there, wasn't it? I tell you. And I've been driving through other crazy ones today. So yeah, before the storm came, while I was at the Walmart Distribution Center, I had noticed the last couple of weeks my former drive tires that are on my front axle of my trailer seem to be wearing unevenly. So I crawled under there while I was at the Walmart, and sure enough, those two shocks were blown. That's why they weren't wearing very well. So I called over to Sad Brothers and said, can you get me in to get shocks? And we can't count this as a breakdown. That's general maintenance. Been about over a year since I replaced the shocks on the trailer, so it was time. So I did all four, of course, because I don't want to just do two. Because I put brand new tires on the rear trailer axle just a couple weeks ago. So I want to make sure those don't wear unevenly. They were able to get me in, get it done. Then I dropped the trailer, ran to the house, jumped in my pickup, ran to the grocery store to get the truck restocked, came back, took a shower, jumped back in my big truck, pick up my trailer, drove down to Johnstown because I had booked a load to fill the hole on Thursday, pick it up in Louisville, Colorado, and Englewood, Colorado, that delivered in Casper this morning, and I was still going to be able to then make my lignite pickup in Glenrock. So that all worked out. And then right as I was pulling on the scale, that's when my cab airbag blew. So, yeah, I had just stopped in Rapid City, bought one at the Freightliner dealer there, and then I just went ahead and put it on. I didn't have time to take video of it, but I did one about a year ago. Look deep in my videos, you'll find how to replace a cab airbag. It's real quick and easy. Literally took me all of 10 minutes, all inclusive, pulling out the tools and everything. So, but I did it real quick because I wanted to try to beat the rain, and that hasn't been working out too well. But only another about hour and a half, like I say, to Vivian, South Dakota, and that's where we'll stop for the night. Oh, and I do have some Ass-Wagons to show you. Got a flipped over semi on a bridge in Wisconsin. Lightning scaring the crap out of me, and more, all coming up. Well, after driving through all that, yeah, here we are safely parked at the Coffee Cup fuel stop in Vivian, South Dakota. This is a good like halfway point for me. That way, if I go from here tomorrow all the way to Abbotsford, Wisconsin, I can pull a 34 there, because I'm going to try to fill the holes, and I've already filled one of them. Coming up next week for Monday. Now I need to fill the Thursday hole, because I'll be doing the lignite again next Friday. So anyway, it's I'm now dry. It's still raining, although the major part of the storm has passed, which is good, but I'll show you some video of that coming up, because it was just absolutely crazy. When we got here, first thing I did was take Rusty out. Now we're trying to take Rusty out here real quick, because look what's coming. Look at that thing. Just drove through all that. Nasty, nasty, nasty storm. Rusty, stay over here. Come on. Just look at this thing. Swirling. Tons of lightning with it. Yeah, massive rain. Probably be here in just a couple more minutes. Look at how fast the rain is being swept across the parking lot. And it's coming down like a slow wave. Yeah. That's why I ran back through just from right over there from where the store is. And I am literally completely drenched. Yeah, this is just absolutely insane. Shortly before I got here, I got 43,500 pounds in the box, and the wind was pushing me all around, and then with the rain coming down like this, and the wind blowing, holy merd. Okay, so put on my t-shirt that I was wearing earlier when I changed the cab airbag out, because at least it's still dry. But yeah, my shirt, my shorts, socks, everything completely soaked. Yeah, it was just insane how much it was coming down, but you know, I had to run inside and get my Dakota Toms. Oh yeah, Dakota Toms Mega Club Sub. These are good, baby. I found these a few weeks back. It's got what has it got? Turkey, ham, hard salami, Swiss, and American cheese, and it says best of microwave. So what I do is I cut it in half, put it in the microwave for about 50 seconds. Then you get this nice melty kind of sub. Oh, it's a beautiful thing, baby. It's a beautiful thing. All right, still a whole bunch of other stuff to show you. People being Ass-Wagons in front of a fire truck, cutting me off, and all that. So let's dive in. This was in first one. Let's do this truck that was flipped over on the bridge. This is in Wisconsin when I was on my way back to Hudson last week. And now the clutch trucker zoom and slow-mo. All right, look carefully. You can see the truck is clearly on its side. The crane's already attached. They're trying to be able to flick it up. And there's the cab also on its side. Hello. Then, this is after I'd picked up my cereal last Tuesday, and I'm driving down around near Ames, Iowa. 5 cars coming onto the on-ramp, so I move into the left lane, but one of the cars doesn't want to wait for the vehicles in front of him because he's too impatient, all about me, yet he'll jump in front of me when I'm going 65 miles an hour and cut me off. All right, look, there's 4 or 5 vehicles coming onto the right there. I move over to the left lane, I'm going at least 65 miles an hour, and now you see there's a pickup and this little blue car that don't want to wait behind that big truck, even though they're not going highway speed yet. They're going to make me slam on their brakes because they're more important. And now the clutch trucker zoom and slow-mo. All right, so here we have another view. This is more of what my perspective looks like in the truck. Like I say, you see that truck behind the big truck, and here's that blue car comes sliding right over in front of me. They're probably only going 45. I'm going 20 miles an hour faster. What a jerk. Can you say Ass-Wagon? And speaking of Ass-Wagons, while I was in Denver, I had the two picks. I had one in Louisville. I had one in Inglewood. Trying to get back onto Santa Fe Drive. All of a sudden I hear the sirens. There's a fire truck coming the opposite way from my right. Light turns green for the cars to my left. They all start going, even though they can clearly see the fire truck is right in front of them. Is it just me, or since the pandemic, people become more selfish ass-wagons than ever before? It's my opinion. Alright, gotta show you this. On my way up to, I made it up to the rest area at exit 92 last night on I-25. Long day, didn't get much sleep the night before. And so then as I'm driving into Glen Rock, over to Black Hills Lignite, you know, I'd shown this before in a couple of videos ago where they're redoing the railroad ties. And so you have this big vehicle that's on the tracks that helps do that. But I saw something on the front of the truck there, the front of the vehicle, that really just cracked me up. Alright, look carefully as I'm coming up the dirt road there, and you can see that vehicle over there I'm talking about. Alright, I have it angled this way so you can get a better look at it as we come back around the bend here. And look carefully on the front of that vehicle. What does it say? Do not hump! Hello! Yeah. I don't really know what to say to that. Alright, so I do as I always do, pull up there and line myself up for the scale. He weighs my steer axle, he weighs my drive axle, and then I'm pulling forward so he can weigh the trailer. And then right after I stop, then I hear a big pop. Alright, so here I am, pulling up down to weigh the trailer axle. Just pulling up slowly and get into position, making sure it's all on the scale. Pull the air brakes once I stop here, and then listen carefully. Oh, shit. Yeah, that was my cab airbag exploding. I didn't know it at the time. I thought maybe I just gotten two of the drive axle airbags replaced. They're much bigger. Cab airbags are a lot smaller. And so then I got out and looked around. Yeah, the guy who checked me in was helping me out, and we found out, yeah, it was my left rear cab airbag. There's two airbags on the cab for air ride suspension on the cab. It's hinged up front, and it bounces in the back. And that's what it exploded. But the way it popped, and it was loud, it scared the crap out of me, and I was like, okay, well, luckily this isn't anything going to keep me from getting loaded today. That's something I can fix later. I just got to find one. So I did, and I talked about that earlier, where I had to stop in Rapid City and buy one, and I just went ahead and replaced it right there, which I'm really glad, because by the time I'd come here to Vivian, pouring down rain with that super storm, no way I could have done it then. What do you think? That's one of those jobs so easy to do. Drivers never pay a shop well, unless you know you're a company driver. But if you own the truck, never pay a shop to do your airbag. All you need to do is order one of those bottle jacks. And I didn't show any video of this because I did a video, like I say, about a year ago. I said that earlier. But get a bottle jack for like 25, 30 bucks off Amazon, and that's all you need. And then you jack it up, lift the cab up, and that turns off the air, because then the what do they call it? The height valve thinks now your airbags are full, so it stops feeding air to those. So once you jack it up, then it's just a matter of pulling that old airbag out, get the airline off, you stuff the new one in there, get the airline connected, stuff it up into place, and then you drop the bottle jack, and it fills those back up. Bada boom, bada bing, bada boop, you're done in less than 10 minutes. I had just driven through a huge storm right after I got into South Dakota, and I'm driving along, and then I see this big flash and a huge crack. On the video, you can't really see the flash. You just see this kind of distraction in the video, but you can hear the pop. But boy, yeah, hello. Oh yeah, and almost forgot. I swore the last couple of times I was just coming up towards I-90 near Rapid City that my Garmin says Sioux Falls, like, you know, she's from Brooklyn or something, or from Long Island. And I got it on the dash cam today. She definitely says I-90 east towards Sioux Falls.
1.25 miles, take the exit on the right to I-90 east towards Sioux Falls.
See? She said it again. Alright, so a lot of different stuff for one video, but you know, been since last, Monday night after I got everything fixed. Oh yes, and I think I mentioned it earlier, but yeah, I can safely say now that that is fixed. And when I'm going through tomorrow, I'm going to have to fuel up there at Hudson at the TA, and I'm going to go over to the shop and just thank them and say, hey, you guys did a great job. It's been a week now and nothing's leaking. I haven't had to top off the coolant any more than after the whole system got burped. So, you know, way to go. So I'm going to keep that shop in my checklist as one to go to again if I ever need repairs while I'm out on the road. Up that direction, what do you think? Okay, filled that hole last Thursday between delivering Wednesday night at Walmart in Cheyenne and then picking up on Friday, and it got me real close to the pickup, 20 miles away, can't beat that, and I made $900 for that. Now then, I've got another one booked for Monday, only making $550, but that helps pay for the fuel and everything to get me between Rothschild, Wisconsin, and where I pick up in Northfield, Minnesota, with a serial going back to Cheyenne for next Wednesday. And I have another lignite load out of Glen Rock booked for Friday, so now I just got to fill next Thursday, and we'll work on that on Monday. Well, thanks for tuning in for that one. Yeah, just kind of a potpourri of a lot of stuff. A lot of thunderstorms, people being ass-wagons, shocks, airbags exploding, lots of stuff on the road today. Right, Rusty? Oh, yeah, it's coming. Don't worry. You don't have to butter me up. He knows it's on the way. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please like and comment. I get your comments as soon as I can. Sometimes takes a few days because I'm a working truck driver. Clutch Trucker on Instagram. Clutch Trucker on what used to be called Twitter, now X. And as always, that's where I put the Rusty stuff. And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out. Listen here, Dr. Furrier. I just have one more question. No, it's Hafar. H-F-U-H-R-H-U-R-R. Hafar. All right, you ready? We come down here. You're knocking my coat off. It's here in my hand. Come down here. There you go. It's behind you there, buddy. Look behind you. There, you found it. Yeah, so you got so overexcited you had to knock my coat off in the process. Got clothes hanging all over in here. My shorts trying to dry out up there. My socks. Got my shirt down here. I can't believe how quickly I got completely soaked. Unbelievable. Right, Rusty? Well, luckily we got you up in time, so you didn't have to get all soaked up. All right, you done with that one? Here's your next one. Oh, yes, there you go. It's a happy dog. It's a happy dog. Loving them bacon strips, right, Rusty? It's a beautiful thing. Well, I got my Dakota Tom sandwich, so that's probably the closest thing to me as a bacon strip would be, right?